Hey there, movie buffs. Today, I want to dive into a recent Netflix release, The Last House, and explore the fate of one of its most beloved characters, Cassidy, the family dog. Now, I know what you're thinking, doesn't every movie have a dog that meets a tragic end? Well, in this case, it's not just any dog, and the way Cassidy's story unfolds is quite something. So, let's get into it. First things first, the premise of The Last House is intriguing. A family finds themselves trapped in their home due to a global phenomenon, and let's just say, it doesn't go well. But here's the thing, the execution leaves much to be desired. The script, my friends, is where the real issues lie. It's clunky, and while the lead actors, Wagner Moura and Greta Lee, are talented, they are left struggling to make sense of the nonsensical dialogue. Now, I'm not here to bash actors, but when the script is that weak, it really shows. And let's not forget the poor dog, Cassidy. His fate is a real downer, and it's not just because he's a cute golden retriever. You see, Cassidy's death is a pivotal moment in the movie, and it's handled in a way that feels, well, let's just say it's not the most thoughtful approach. Jason, the husband, decides to put Cassidy out of his misery, and I must say, it's a tough scene to watch. I've always had a soft spot for dogs, and seeing Cassidy go is like watching a piece of my heart break on screen. But here's the thing, I think the real tragedy here is the way Cassidy's death is used. In a desperate attempt to feed his family, Jason resorts to using Cassidy's body as bait. Now, I get that the family is starving, but come on. There are better ways to go about it. This scene feels like a cheap trick to get viewers invested in the family's struggle, and it just doesn't work. It's a moment that feels forced and, in my opinion, unnecessary. Now, I want to talk about the bigger picture. The Last House is a product of its time, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. The COVID-19 pandemic has inspired a wave of movies and shows that explore themes of isolation and survival. But here's the catch. The Last House doesn't quite rise above the rest. It's a missed opportunity to create something truly memorable. The story feels like a cheap imitation of better sci-fi thrillers, and that's a real shame. In my opinion, the real tragedy of The Last House is that it could have been so much more. The concept has potential, but the execution falls flat. And let's not forget the impact of Cassidy's death. It's a moment that stays with you, and it's a reminder of the power of animal characters in movies. They can evoke real emotions, and when handled well, they can make a story truly memorable. So, while The Last House may not be a masterpiece, it's a reminder that even in the face of tragedy, there's always room for a little hope and a loyal companion by your side.